Photosynthesis comes from the Greek word phos, which means light, and synthesis, which means putting together. In photosynthesis, plants use carbon dioxide, water, and light to make sugar and release oxygen as a byproduct. It occurs in two sequential stages, the light-dependent reactions and the light-independent reactions, or the Calvin cycle. The light-dependent reactions occur inside the chloroplast, specifically in the thylakoid membrane, where the electron transport chain and the photosystems are embedded.
The electron transport chain is a series of enzymes embedded in the membrane. Photosystems are photopigments such as chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotenoids that are embedded in the membrane. In a chloroplast, there are two photosystems. Photosystem 1, or P700, absorbs wavelength of light at 700 nanometers, and photosystem 2, or P680, absorbs wavelengths of light at 680 nanometers.
There are two distinct pathways in the light reaction, the cyclic and the non-cyclic. The Calvin cycle is also known as the light-independent reactions or the dark reactions. It takes place in the stroma of the chloroplast, a liquid surrounding the thylakoids.
The process of cellular respiration. Cellular respiration is the process of extracting energy in the form of ATP from the glucose in the food you eat. How does cellular respiration happen inside of the cell? Cellular respiration is a three-step process. Briefly, in stage 1, glucose is broken down in the cytoplasm of the cell in a process called glycolysis.
In stage 2, the pyruvate molecules are transported into the mitochondria. The mitochondria are the organelles known as the energy powerhouses of the cell. In the mitochondria, the pyruvate, which have been converted into a 2-carbon molecule, enter the Krebs cycle. Notice that mitochondria have an inner membrane with many folds, called cristae. These cristae greatly increase the membrane surface area where many of the cellular respiration reactions take place.
In stage 3, the energy in the energy carriers enters an electron transfer chain. During this step, this energy is used to produce ATP. Oxygen is needed to help the process of turning glucose into ATP. The initial step releases just 2 molecules of ATP for each glucose. The later steps release much more ATP.
Summary. Most of the steps of cellular respiration take place in the mitochondria. Oxygen and glucose are both reactants in the process of cellular respiration. The main product of cellular respiration is ATP. Waste products include carbon dioxide and water.